Keegam is back on Merseyside. For so long an idol of the Liverpool fans, he left them after last season's European Cup final to join the club whose colours he wears tonight, Hamburg SV. In Keegan's Liverpool shirt now, and bidding to rival him for popularity with the fans, is Kenny Dalglish, and the chance to compare the two number 7s is one of the major attractions of tonight's Super Cup game between the reigning European champions and the holders of the Cup Winners' Cup. When the teams met in Hamburg a fortnight ago, the game ended in a 1-1 draw. Both teams have made changes since then. Tommy Smith, who came on as a sub in Hamburg, has held his place. Terry McDermott has taken over from Jimmy Case in the last 3 games. But when Ian Callaghan was sent home this morning with a heavy cold, Case was given the number 11 shirt. As for Hamburg, they too have important absentees, notably the Yugoslav international, Ivan Buljan, who is injured. Players to look out for are Manfred Kaltz, a cool and intelligent sweeper in the Beckenbauer style, and up front Ferdy Keller, the number 8, who scored a magnificent goal in Hamburg. The referee is Mr. Ulf Eriksson from Sweden, who refereed the England-Finland World Cup qualifying tie at Wembley. Hamburg in the light blue shirts and white shorts, defending the goal to the left. Nasty night, cold, and there's been quite a lot of rain during the afternoon, and in fact I think may even still be falling. It's Kaltz. Now Highway, cleared by Rip. Number 2 and 4 is Bertel. It's Hedin. Folkert. Lagat. Number 11 is Folkert again. Folkert helping it in, and unmarked was Keller, stopped by Case, and the clearance was by Kennedy. Neal for Liverpool. Kennedy. Pitch looking in good condition. May prove to be a little bit slippery. Phil Thompson. Case. Fairclough. And the goalkeeper came and didn't collect. Dalglish. Goalkeeper got his legs to it. McDermott took his time and still put it wide. A chance missed. Defender trying to hold the ball off for the goalkeeper, and Kargas just slid it out with his legs, kicked it away the second time, and here McDermott should surely have done better. Terry McDermott failing to find the target. Zacic. Nogli. Chased by Keegam. He's offside. Cheer for Ray Clements, but his little dash wasn't necessary. The linesman's flag had done its stuff as far as Liverpool are concerned. Neal to McDermott. Dalglish. Fairclough. And 4 for him to cross to. He's pulled it back well over the goalkeeper's hands, but missed by Highway, who got the header in the wrong direction completely. Well, Fairclough did very well here. Past Hedin, beautiful cross, beat the goalkeeper, but Highway headed it out rather than in. Now Highway, too far for Kennedy, and Bertel collects. Forced Bertel to take the throw. Not a good one at all by Nogli. And McDermott better this time, and Kargas better too. McDermott's shot was good then. Tucked through by Phil Neal, and McDermott took his time and measured that one much better. Folket. Folket fouled by Smith. And the kick well taken. This is Keller. Keller's cross with Keegam running in. It's the second time that Hamburg have hit that hard, low, angled cross. Keller it is who plays this one. Previous one was from Folket. And Keegam only a couple of feet from being on the end of it again. Thompson. McDermott. McDermott to Neil. Fairclough. Fairclough finding his old favourite territory out there on the right, but spoiling the run with a bad pass. And now 5 men up for Hamburg as they break. Bad ball from Magat. And now a highway to try the right flank for Liverpool. Inside and past his man with ease. Set up for Fairclough. And a good save by Kargus. Best move so far. Long sweeping there by Highway, slips his man very easily and then sets it up for Fairclough, and the shot was hard and low and Kargus down fast. It's a corner as Fairclough is stopped again. Highway to take the corner. And hooked in by Phil Thompson. Steve Highway's corner. Thompson at the near post. Doesn't quite get the header, but when it comes back off the defender, the left foot strikes it just inside the post. Phil Thompson, his second goal of the season. So with 21 minutes gone, that's 1-0 to Liverpool, 2-1 on aggregate, and that should warm the game up considerably. Hideen. Numbers clearly mean very little in this Hamburg side. By turns, we've seen nearly all of them come forward in this opening quarter of the game. There's a trip on Nogli, who responded angrily to Dalglish. And the game certainly taking fire in every sense now. Kennedy. Foul on Dalglish, and that looked like a bit of retribution by Nogli. I suspect that that was a fist in the small of the back. Ball played through, and Dalglish comes out of it clutching his back. Highway. No penalty. Neil. Highway tackled by Zacic. Magat. Kaltz just to his left and slightly ahead of him. This is Kaltz. Folket on the touchline again. Again, he tries to go past Smith, but this time fails. McDermott. Case. McDermott herring through the middle, Case has delayed the pass, couldn't see the route for it. Found Kennedy, and it's swallowed by Kargas. Set up by Case for Kennedy, and that famous left foot lets go very hard, but Kargas well positioned. Dermot still with Keegam, and the interception was by Case. Zacic coming away from the tackle by two men simultaneously, but Hughes has gone back, knocked it away from him, but only as far as Rip. Good long stretch by Zacic from a fine cross by Rip. Kennedy disappointingly lets it run off his studs. Kaltz. Nogley. Keegam. That's a good ball by Keegam inside Smith, but the fullback stretches out. Kennedy. Neal. Steve Highway. Referee waving play on, acknowledging that Rip had tripped his man. Kennedy. And McDermott. Goalkeeper just spread himself. But once again, Liverpool have men in the box not picked up. McDermott it was this time. And Kargas coming out fast, just brushed the ball away. Header away by Bertel. Hughes. Neal. Thompson up there again. Hedin's clearance was very wild. Dalglish is under it. McDermott. Dalglish hooking it down, trying to go past Kaltz. Looks to the referee and asks for a free kick for obstruction. The referee says no chance, or whatever the Swedish equivalent is. Smith. Kennedy. Folkert let it go, and that was a mistake. Smith. Oh, Crusaders beginning to enjoy himself. Keller chasing. Thompson's interception. Neal to Fairclough. Hedin coming in hard, tricked by Fairclough's turn, and Fairclough still going on. Kaltz to the rescue. Nice little flick by Case that deserved better, just didn't reach Dalglish. Keegam to Magat. Kaltz again, the deceptive change of pace that just lost Kennedy. Nogley for Folkert. Folkert past Smith, coming up now to Case and letting a shot go. That was a good one. Folkert coming striding inside and letting go from all of 25 yards. Smith to Neal. Kennedy. And again McDermott has got into a good position, and this time makes it tell. McDermott does what he's been threatening all through the match. Given a beautiful ball by Kennedy, has stolen through unmarked, and this time Kargas can't get there in time. (2-0), 5 minutes from half-time, and Liverpool very much in charge after Terry McDermott's 4th goal of the season. Bertel, Magat, Bertel again, Smith's slide, Bertel's flick, Folkert, Neil, Kennedy, Neil. Dalglish to Kennedy. And Kennedy seeing a chance for his left foot. Referee put him off a wee bit. Highway tricking his way into the box, setting it up for Neil. This kick has come out to Highway, and it eluded them all. Keegam, I think it was, who got the touch that gave Liverpool the corner. Well, I was sure that the referee pointed to he obviously pointed for an infringement closer in, and it's a free kick to Hamburg. Bertel, Rick, Keegam, Thompson, Smith, a little lucky to get a second chance, and then nutmegs Keegam. Tommy Smith still grinning with pleasure. Kennedy. And the half-time whistle goes with Liverpool leading 2-0, Phil Thompson having set them on the way with the first goal. But it was Terry McDermott who really seemed to set them the problems, turning up in unexpected positions in the Hamburg penalty area and finally being rewarded with the second goal. So 2-0 it is to Liverpool tonight, 3-1 on aggregate. Join us again in a few moments for the second half. Welcome back to Anfield, where Liverpool have made a substitution at half-time. David Johnson, wearing the number 4, has come on in place of Steve Highway, who has a cold. And with Liverpool leading by 2-0 and a match to come on Saturday, Bob Paisley obviously feels that there's no reason why another member of his first-team squad shouldn't have a run out for the remaining 45 minutes. Hamburg, meanwhile, have kept their original lineup. They haven't even 16 fit players with them. They're entitled to 5 substitutes, the game being played under the normal regulations for European football, but they've only named 4 subs. There's Hedin, Nogli, and Keegam was offside. Still to McDermott. It's Kaltz's header. Magath. Folkett. Hedin given an awkward ball, and he couldn't make anything of it. Thompson. Flick on by Johnson. Dalglish. And still Dalglish couldn't quite stab it under the goalkeeper under pressure from Nogli. Nogli, Hedin, Keegam just ahead of him. Folkett. Nogli. Nobody read that. McDermott for Dalglish, turning it well for Smith, who's come well forward. Dalglish, Smith again, and Smith will still get the shot in. Side netting, and what a disappointing end to such a good move. Fish turning it back out for Smith. Smith back to Dalglish, the compliment returned. Smith forced to go a tiny bit wide, beats the goalkeeper but not the post. Now Keegam. Case has found Kennedy. Bertel, Dalglish. Kaltz. Folkett. Kaltz. Nogli. Keegam chasing it and pulling it back well, and Clements an unorthodox save. Fisting away at full stretch, the shot over the top. Not exactly the sort of save here that we usually see from Ray Clements. Keegam pushing it across, and he was thinking about the catch, but decided the punch was safer. And the shot from Magath goes over. Hughes. Hedin. Vargas to Magath. Folkett. McDermott will have another try, and he's got it! Devastating finishing by Terry McDermott. Half a dozen strides, and then bang with that right foot. That was perfection. Well, Terry McDermott started off with a bad shot from a good position, but his shooting has got better and better, and that's now his second goal of the game. Well, that's 3-0. And Liverpool now well on their way to collecting another item of European silverware for their already impressive trophy cabinet. Kaltz. Neil extricating himself from trouble with great skill. Kennedy. Going right, McDermott left, and could it be his hat-trick? Yes, it can! Kennedy making the break. Up ahead of him, Dalglish is running right. Into the space goes McDermott, and into the net goes the ball. A super hat-trick for the Super Cup. (4-0) now, and Terry McDermott, very much the hero of Anfield. Johnson. A minute and a quarter apart, the two goals, and that really has done for Hamburg. Johnson. Kaltz. Hedin. Pushed on by Folcat. Hedin's cross is a beauty. Well met by Hughes. Thompson turned back to him too hard by Smith, and a corner. Folcat. To take the corner. Clearance by Thompson. Case, Robin Magath. A beautifully intentioned ball from Case. Dalglish shielding it from Nogli. Neal. Half an hour to go. The Kop in great voice. The attendance tonight, incidentally, 34,931. Beatle. Kennedy. Kennedy taking it back from Neal. Fairclough, diving tackle by Hedin. Kaltz. Dermott's cross, Smith's header. Tommy Smith has been up there hunting once or twice before. This time the cross comes in from McDermott. It's on 2, and McDermott's header is firm but wide. Smith's header, rather. And we're now going to have a double substitution for Hamburg. Eigel and Steffenhagen, numbers 13 and 14 respectively, coming on, 8 and 9 coming off, Keller and Zacek. 14 is Arno Steffenhagen, who's been around in football, started with Hertha Berlin, and went to South Africa, played for Ajax Amsterdam, now with Hamburg. The other sub, Kurt Eigel, played at number 5 in the first leg, wearing 13 now. Cross much too close to Clements. Quick throw. Sets Case away with McDermott eating up the ground outside him. Dalglish, brilliantly done. Thompson. Kennedy. Kenny Dalglish has certainly been close once or twice in this game, but he's done nothing better than that beautiful turn and a shot just beaten away by Kargas. And Dalglish is there again. Kennedy now with his right foot and off target. "20 minutes to go. Lagat with the throw. Volker stopped by McDermott. Keegam. Free kick. Case finding Dalglish, going for the return. Didn't make it. Smith from Dermot. On for Dalglish. Dalglish's cross kicked away by Kaltz. Falkirk didn't connect. And Case gives it straight to Keegan. Kevin Keegan with Thompson coming to challenge. Foul given against Thompson. Magath. Kaltz. Stefan Hagen. Stefan Hagen played in the first leg in Hamburg. Rather easily robbed then. Johnson, Kennedy, Neal. Quick chorus from the cop of "You should have stayed at Anfield." No prizes for guessing who was the recipient of that. Dalglish. Rip. Idle. Keegan. To Case. Kennedy now down the left with Fairclough outside him, but he tries the shot and Kargas is equal to it. Case sets it up. Kennedy, with nobody coming to him, has time to set up the shot, but the goalkeeper well positioned. Rip. Pulled off it by Johnson. Referee moving between them. Play going on. Keegan. Thompson robs him again. Kennedy. Dalglish came at him a bit hard. Battle. Battle with Stefan Hagen going down the right. Comes back inside and sets it up again for Bertel. Bertel with Hughes chasing him out wide. And the cross headed down by Thompson. The Dean inside again. Kennedy. Dalglish for Johnson. Put out by Rip. The throw given to Liverpool must have been off Rip. Kennedy. Neil. Quarter of an hour to go. 4-0 to Liverpool. 5-1 on aggregate they lead. Keegam. Offside given against Folkett. Kennedy. Kennedy shot, and again the goalkeeper saves, and McDermott missed his fourth when the goalkeeper dropped it at his toes. Kennedy coming looking for another of those thunderous left foots. Goalkeeper beats down, and McDermott coming through puts it wide. Counts as elegant and composed as ever. Stefan Hagen to Bertel. Stefan Hagen to Bertel. Back again. Stefan Hagen losing his balance on the turf. Oh, Kevin Keegam's homecoming party has ended in disappointment and frustration for him. McDermott, Kennedy, McDermott. Dalglish. And Dalglish down. Fairclough. And just have a look at the incident again. It's McDermott with the ball, and that's the challenge that does the damage. And McDermott goes down, and he looks quite badly hurt. Has done his stuff, and McDermott back on his feet, and I'm sure anxious to soldier on through the last 7 or 8 minutes of a game which has very much been his. Thompson up in the penalty for yet another Liverpool corner. Swinging in, and Cargus has got a punch. Thompson there, Fairclough there, goalkeeper Johnson, and I think somewhere the goalkeeper has got it, and there's been another little flare-up in the 6-yard area. The referee has moved in quickly, and it has all cooled down, just as well. Smith having words, but let's look at the corner again. Good corner, punched up in the air, and as the ball comes in from Thompson and from Fairclough, the goalkeeper punches, and this is where all the trouble starts. Johnson and the goalkeeper involved. Referee sending them back to have the free kick taken again, but the cop behind that goal distinctly displeased by what they saw. Mr. Eriksson making cool down signs. Thompson to Kennedy. Dalglish back to Neal. Kennedy. Cults for Hamburg. Magat. Keegam. Bertel. Steffenhagen. And Clements catches. Liverpool still coming forward, looking for another one, this time through Kennedy. Back across by McDermott, and with Fairclough coming in, the goalkeeper save. Smith. Dalglish. Smith has certainly had a rough ride. Dalglish has had a rough ride from Nobly there. McDermott, Smith, Case. McDermott and Case again. Case, a good cross. Fairclough. Well worked out down the right to get Jimmy Case to the byline. Perfect cross, pulled back. In comes Fairclough, and that's his 5th goal in 5 games. And it also makes the score here tonight 5-0, and the aggregate 6-1 to Liverpool. Clements catching before Keegam can get a look in. Fairclough. Hedin stretching to give away the throw. And 3 minutes are left. Kennedy. Corner for Liverpool. Case to take the corner. And just Hughes back on the halfway line. Everybody else forward as the ball comes over. Nodded in by Thompson. Johnson there. Great save. But Dalglish has scored. It's put now as Case takes the corner. Thompson soars well. There's a fine effort on the turn here from Fairclough. Superb save, but it doesn't help Cargus as Dalglish rams in the rebound. So that takes Dalglish into double figures since he arrived at Liverpool. His 10th goal here. Joint leading scorer with Fairclough, also on 10. Magat, Rip. Nobody very much wants the ball for Hamburg. Keegam, Kennedy. Johnson, Dalglish, Counts. Thompson. Dalglish wide for Neil. 30 seconds to go. And Kennedy unmarked. Tried the difficult one on the turn when he probably had time to control the ball. Ball played into him well. Dalglish can't take it, but Kennedy had time. Screwed it wide. And the final whistle goes with Liverpool comfortable winners. Earlier this season they beat Dynamo Dresden 5-1 to see off East Germany. Now West Germany feel the lash 6-0 with Keegam a disappointed homecomer to Merseyside. His party spoiled for him by 6 goals from Liverpool, led by a hat-trick from Terry McDermott. Scorers, Thompson starting it, then McDermott's hat-trick, and Fairclough and Dalglish finishing it off in the last 5 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed the Super Cup from Anfield. From us, good night.